So, Pete, are we ready?
Huh?
We are. Well,
Are we
officially
ready, Pete?
ready.
I'm always ready.
So, Pete, you want to explain to the audience what the heck took so long?
Okay. So,
So, for
We-
context, Pete said he's going to record at a certain hour, and it's almost 2 hours later.
okay. But in my defense, a lot of the
His
problems
defense,
that
I
we
want to hear
had,
this.
I did not anticipate.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
But listen, dude, who could have? All right. In my defense, no, not in my defense. I also totally forgot half of the equipment. So
As you do.
I'm a little forgetful. But it's okay. It's
A
okay.
little.
It's okay. It's great. We're over here. We have a guest.
We
We're gonna
do?
have a great episode today. It's fine. Everything's fine. Life is wonderful. Alex, cue the intro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone and everything in between, welcome to the Stay Positive podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Pete, and joining us today is my good old buddy, great pal, one of my best friends on this planet, Owen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Owen. Yeah.
Owen, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm from Guangzhou, China. Native Chinese, and came to U.S. And studying Boston University, and I'm currently a senior now. So, looking forward to graduate in this exciting time.
Yeah, it's very exciting times, man.
Very
Right
exciting.
now.
So ni hao to everyone in China.
Ni hao.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Was that it?
It's, the
Perfect.
pronunciation is perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alex, my Mandarin has gotten a lot better by virtue of
Really?
knowing Owen.
Say something.
I used to know how to say Happy New Year. Damn.
Oh, you better remember that.
Oh, dude, what was it? 新年快乐.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
What up?
All right,
what up?
all right.
What up, Alex?
All
What do you know how to say
What
in
up?
Mandarin, bro?
Nothing.
No, you already have one.
I have one.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
One's
it.
better than none. Anyway, do we have? We want to talk about something?
Owen, hit us with
Wait.
your...
Before we do any of that, we're all tennis players, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Who's gonna win today
ooh.
on this U.S. Open
Ah.
final?
So for the people that don't know, today is the final of the U.S. Open quarantine edition. So,
Yeah.
so we've got Sasha Zverev versus Dominic Thiem, and
So I want
Yeah.
Team to win,
Okay.
but
Same.
who do we think is gonna win?
Go for it, Pete.
I think Thiem's gonna win.
Team.
If we want
I
to
hope he's not injured.
I don't think so. I think he's pretty fit right
No.
now, and also, I think we all know Tim. He has been practicing forever, so I think he would be good for the final.
Bro, he's playing like a beast right now. He
Yeah.
is literally.
He took an injury timeout against the match with Medvedev, so
Mm.
I hope he recovered.
Oh,
But,
really?
Oh, it's great,
Yeah.
great spot by you, huh? I didn't
Yeah,
watch the
so-
whole match, so I only know he's playing unbelievable right now.
He was so
crap.
lucky in that match because the first set he played perfectly, but then for some reason in the second and third set he tried to overpower
Oh,
Medvedev, who
okay.
was like 3 inches taller than him,
Yeah.
which isn't smart.
Yeah.
But he's a fighter and he fought and he won.
Exactly. So, the only thing I noticed was he was broken at the beginning of the both the last two sets, right?
Yeah.
So it was great for him to fight back. I mean, he definitely made some changes, and maybe as you said, not overpowering, but more like being reasonable and not missing, I guess.
No. In the first set, if you watch, he was hitting like 70% of his shots were backhand slice,
Okay.
which is very good against Medvedev,
Yeah.
who is tall.
Yeah.
And then in the second and third set, he just went toe-to-toe power,
Exactly.
which is, it's a bold strategy,
Yeah.
but it paid off, I guess.
No, I think you're right. Like by slicing to Medvedev, I think because Medvedev doesn't have that much explosion, he's not able to finish the point that quick. He can't kill it with
Yeah.
one shot. So I mean, yeah, I totally agree with like what you said. Like slicing is definitely one of the better strategy to go against Medvedev. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, let's go team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Back
really
on
want
track,
that dude to win.
what are
Especially
we
because half
talking
my
about,
team is
guys?
bet on Medvedev.
They bet on
Like sports
Medvedev.
betting, yeah.
fools, all of them.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
So we got any topics today, boys?
Well,
Owen, hit us, and also talk a little bit more into the mic.
yeah, I mean,
Or you can increase the gain if it's too low. I'll cut this out.
it's fine. I mean, I don't have like a specific topic. I mean, we can go around, but like what my personal belief is, and what I
About
want to
life.
cover today is staying alive.
Staying alive, baby. You ever heard of the?
What do you know about that?
ABBA?
You look pretty pale.
Is it ABBA? ABBA, the group. You know that 80s, 70s disco group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that made that song.
Staying alive.
Yeah, bro.
Alive.
All right,
I
off
don't think
topic.
I don't think it was ABBA. You uncultured idiot.
All right, bro. So, man.
ABBA? No, it was something.
Shut up, Alex.
Great,
It
show
wasn't
your
ABBA.
knowledge. Yeah, prove that P is wrong. Come on.
Okay,
Whatever,
so
I'll-
yeah,
I'll
I'm
point it out.
always the person that gets the most heat
Yeah.
because sometimes when you stick your
'Cause-
neck out, you try to be a little individualistic. People just want to tear you down. Don't let them do that. Be yourself. Okay,
I
Owen.
mean, if yourself is wrong, I mean,
Owen,
Yeah. I
hit
mean,
us with it.
it's the first thing that come up with my mind. I mean, I don't want to be philosophical, being so broad, but I just remember freshman year when we had the first practice. I think, our coach always do something like just to think about what you care about, right?
Mindfulness, right? There we go.
Exactly, on the
Mindfulness
court. And they will ask us like what you're thinking at that time. I was just saying like really appreciate the life I've already had, and the rest of my life is just going to be keep working hard and really take care of my time. Yeah, I think that's what I really care about. Yeah.
Gratitude.
it's very nice.
That's
Yeah. Thank you.
that's
Your coach taught you that?
No, it's coach trying to trigger us to
okay.
to think about what you care in your life, and I just want to stay alive. I mean, some of our teammates has been really great teammates and trying to say, oh, we want to win the Patriot League, want to just keep working hard or whatever. But my mind is just traveling around. I guess not
Yeah.
really stick to the topic,
We
but
try to
yeah.
do some meditation, and then Owen just focusing on the mooncakes.
Oh yeah, I mean, eating is part of being alive, right?
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
bro.
It's true.
Yeah, it's a huge
Food's
part
great.
of it. Food, nutrition.
Food's great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food, Owen?
Yeah, great question. I don't know whether
Korean
you tried
barbecue?
that. Sorry.
Korean barbecue?
It's a great choice, but I want to
It's
go
a
back
great
to Chinese food here, and being a little bit Cantonese. I love the roast pork.
Roast pork.
The
Yeah,
Chinese
that's
style, the
delicious.
Cantonese style of roast pork. It's my favorite dish. I've been eating that same dish for the 3 years of my high school. Like I just stick with that. I can't change it. Like
Wait,
All
so
right.
you're telling me you would only eat that
yeah, with rice and a little bit of vegetables, and that's it. Like for every single lunch.
every lunchtime?
Yeah, I'm not the
Pete,
type of person
roast pork's good.
Bro, can you imagine eating the same thing every single day?
Yeah.
I mean, I drank Sprite for like the first 14 years of my life.
Yeah.
That's a little. That's a
we're,
little
we're
excessive,
similar.
though.
No, we're similar. We're similar in some way for sure. Yeah. But I mean, that's the only thing. That's the only one of the only restaurant I can find around my school. So to get ready for the practice in the afternoon, I need meat, I need vegetables, I need carbo. So yeah, that's my choice.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a
Wait,
good
Alex, have you ever
Yeah.
done any mindfulness stuff or meditation of that nature? Anything?
Meditation?
Have you ever meditated? Do you like to meditate?
You mean when I sit around and do nothing all day? It's like, yeah, I've done that a lot.
You gotta define it.
I'm joking.
Me
I'm joking.
define
I'm
meditation?
joking.
Yeah, you gotta define it.
No, when I say meditation, it means literally to just sit somewhere
your
and
mind.
just clear your mind. Don't even focus on your breathing. I mean, at least I don't try to focus on my breathing. I just try to focus on nothing. Just focus.
I
on
mean,
nothing.
you remember when we used to be at like at that beach, and we would like sometimes just sit at the bench and look at the ocean.
You mean
You
at
know,
Oyster
remember?
Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
There, or like at nighttime when we're training, it's just, I don't know. That's really relaxing, especially when you do a lot of exercise and then like you're done.
Yeah, but that's more
You just-
reflective thinking, I feel. Like you're just sitting there and watching the waves and the water and the whatever.
Well,
I'm
what's
talking about,
meditation?
well, meditation is when you're just doing nothing. Like you sit, crisscross applesauce type of stuff. Or you could stand. I mean, I don't know anyone that
And
stands when they
I
meditate.
feel like that's just a bunch of semantics. You don't need to do all that fancy stuff
No,
to
you really
meditate. You
don't.
can just,
Exactly.
be calm, be clear of mind,
Yeah.
and I don't know, feel not empty, but feel like don't think about the problems of life.
For sure.
Just be calm.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I agree. I think but I'm just having a question about meditation. Is it mandatory to get rid of your electronic devices?
For meditation?
Yeah.
That's interesting because you know that there are a bunch of meditation apps nowadays that they help you to quote unquote focus. But I feel like
Yeah.
that defeats the purpose.
Exactly.
I feel like if you're listening to someone trying to get you to meditate, then you're not doing it right. Even though, like, have you heard of Sam Harris? I know you haven't, Owen. Alex, have you heard of Sam Harris?
No.
Whatever, he's a famous person,
Yogi.
intellectual. No, he's not a yogi. But he meditates a lot, and he has a meditation app, and apparently it's very good. But the point is that it's literally him talking to you.
I feel like your thought of meditation differs from like other people's thoughts about meditation. I think how you meditate is different than how someone else does it.
How do other people do it?
Like, I don't think you need to, sit on your yoga mat with your yoga pants and
I
record
don't
yourself.
need to do that, no.
Record yourself with a ponytail and you just
And butterflies
Instagram.
just landing on my shoulders.
post it on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a 100% mandatory.
But then, what when you imagine meditation, what do you imagine?
I mean, that is obviously the stereotype.
It's not a stereotype. It's like
with.
what it is. What do you see when you think meditation?
I think you just breathe in, breathe out, and think clear thoughts, or think, like, for me, think thoughts that make you calm and clear. Like, for me, I like the sound of rainfall. I like the sound of, like, a gentle breeze in the woods, like the wind rustling the trees. The ocean, like a calm waves going by,
Okay.
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What about you, Owen?
Sometimes in Boston when I was in college, when there's traffic in the street, I'm just like focusing in on I'm just staring at the ceiling or closing my eyes and just focusing only on those noises.
Yeah.
And and it's not like I'm necessarily trying, but more it's a state of like zen. I think is that state where you just feel it.
Yeah, just going naturally and being relaxed, and that's it. I think that's actually a good version of meditation. Yeah.
Have you meditated, Owen?
Well, that's a hard question to answer. I mean, I try to, but I don't think I'm that stressed out to do a meditation. Not yet. Trying to be happy. But like it's good to learn about it and always try to bring that kind of mindset. And whenever you have time, whenever like I don't know, like just whenever you can try to meditate a little bit, maybe for 5 minutes is also good. I don't know whether you necessarily need a day or not. I guess everybody has a different version anyway. So as long as that can reduce your pressure and makes you feel good and stay positive, I guess that's the best way to meditate, right? Exactly.
Oh,
That
wow.
is the best way.
That's
He
the
said
motto,
it.
the
He said the
catchphrase.
words. Cut the episode.
No, we're still going. But I'm curious, how long have you ever meditated for, if you have, Owen?
Oh, for me, that's, I would say, for me, it's a little bit different. I try to, because there's actually one sentence from Confucius. Is
Confucius,
yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, what's up, Alex? What you know about speaking Mandarin, bro? Anyways,
So-
go on.
What did you say? I didn't hear
Yes.
Oh
you.
my god.
From Confucius is I should not like meditate, but more like think about what I did right, what I did wrong, and just think about what you have been doing 3 times in a day. So kind of like, and
well,
also
I know what you mean there.
and also just to explain a little bit, three like this number 3 in China in Chinese doesn't mean actual 3. It means a lot, right? It means many. So what I understand from his saying is, you just have to recap. You just have to think about what you have been doing, not analyze, but like just think about yourself, or how do you treat the others, like all the things in your life happening in your life in a day multiple times. Yeah, I think that's how I personally like believe that I'm doing it as well.
But thinking is so hard. Come on. Isn't there an easier way?
Well,
Can't I just
also,
listen to the TV, the media, and just listen to what they say?
Yeah. No, that's good too. I'm just saying, like, for Confucius that time, they don't even have TV. Right? What they can do is just think about their lives and have nothing to do, honestly.
Yeah. I was joking,
guess
by
it's
the
different
way.
time,
I
yeah.
was joking.
Yeah.
I value thinking more than anything in the world.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, in a time where thinking is not
Yeah.
not popular.
Yeah, thinking is not mainstream anymore.
Of course.
What is what are your wait, no, what was I saying? You can cut this part out, Alex.
Why?
I was gonna say I had a train of thought and I lost it.
Oh, it's fine.
I like
Totally fine.
trains.
You see, no, but this is what I
Well-
mean, Owen. When I say we can literally just talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
We're
No,
getting
but look at
better at
this. Look at this. Just you. Alex, have you been to China?
I have not been to China.
Okay, so, the train in China now is crazy.
Is it like the
High-speed
Japanese, the
Yeah.
the fast train?
Those
Exactly.
Magville trains.
Yeah, no. Because that one is way too expensive, I think.
Oh, really?
They just have the high-speed railway that can travel to 300, 400 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, it's like can't it
And-
go from
yeah.
like somewhere in the south to Beijing
Yeah.
in very fast time?
In like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Because I mean, with plane you need 3.5. With that you only need 6 to 8. I mean that's
It's still
ridiculous.
it's
I
still
mean,
very fast. But
yeah, the only thing is that train is accurate. It's not like playing with delay all the time, So
yeah.
I really like train. That changed changed the whole. Yeah, and also think about how much the technology progressed. I would still remember the first time I went to Beijing to play a national tournament when I was, I think, 9. Yeah. And I was taking a train there with the whole team. We were sleeping in the train. It was taking us like 23, 24 hours, almost like a whole day. But now only 6 to 8 hours.
Nice.
Right? It's crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
actually?
Yeah.
Wait. Guangzhou is 24 hours by train
Yeah.
from Beijing.
It
I mean, if
used
you
to
think
be.
about it, yeah,
How
it
many
used to
kilometers?
be. Used to be. Great question. I actually didn't know that.
Bro.
I mean, like, how can I measure it, right? Like,
Well, it's like
Well-
it's like New York and LA are 3,000 or 2,500 miles from each other.
Yeah, Pete, that's not like
Um,
common knowledge. You don't go on the street. It's like how far is LA and New York?
Bro,
Pete,
it's pretty. I would say it's not common.
Pete, I dare you
but
to go
people
outside
know
to that guy playing music and ask him that question. See what happens.
The person's
see what
not
happens.
playing music anymore because they knew that we're recording.
What, do you
so
throw tomatoes at him,
screw
Pete?
you.
You don't like his
Shut
music?
up, Alex.
yeah. Well, if you think about it, 3.5 hours by plane. So, I would say around 3,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a
That's far.
question.
Mhm,
What's
mhm,
what's the western part of China like? So my
Yes.
friend, I had a
Oh.
few Chinese friends when I was
Mhm.
in college, and he said in China you have like the north, and then in the south you have more Cantonese inspired
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
But then in the
Yes.
west, he said they were different, to put it nicely.
Yes, very different. I would say. not I don't want to compare it in like a nice or not nice way.
Their
I would just
culture
say
seems different. He said.
very different. It's I would say they also take up more land.
Yeah. Like
So
most
it's
of
actually a
the
huge part.
yeah most
Yeah.
of the Chinese population is on the coast of the China.
On the coast, yes, that's right. If you think about it, there's like from southwest, there's like place where the mountains.
Yeah.
It's like really high
The
altitude.
Tibetan mountains.
Yes, I can't remember the name in English.
Tibet.
I always forget the
Mount
name.
Everest.
Mount Everest.
There you go.
Exactly. Himalaya.
Himalaya.
Himalayas, yeah.
Oh yeah. I just literally like use Chinese to kind of
Okay, respect.
translate into English. But yeah, so those places are like really high altitude, like mountains, and the population is definitely not that dense.
Hmm.
And then going a little bit north, and there are a lot more ethnic
Ethnic.
ethnicity.
Yeah.
Ethnicities,
You
yeah.
mean like
Ethnicities.
variety?
Yeah, varieties. It's not like because Chinese mainly.
Different flavors of people.
It's mainly Han, right? I don't know whether you know about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I
So-
know of the
You remember those dynasties, Alex?
Yeah.
not perfectly.
Yeah, dynasty.
But
Well,
No,
there's
that's-
like
That's what it is. Yeah, like Han Dynasty.
no. But the
Well-
Chinese, and maybe I'm 100% wrong, but like you
Mhm.
have different, like they're all Chinese,
Yeah.
but like different types of Chinese people, Chinese
Different types
groups
of
per
Chinese.
se.
exactly. We have 56 types, and we have like many different dialects.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the western part, there are more varieties, more groups.
It's closer to like India, Nepal,
Yeah,
Bangladesh.
exactly. The southwest part. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, China is large. The West is still not like that
Yeah,
developed.
my friend
they
said
still,
that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit
else?
isolated compared
Yeah.
to the rest.
hmm Yeah.
What is it? What is it like there? I feel like we talked about this before.
I mean, I actually haven't been there. I really want to go. It's
Really?
like more natural. There's like more plains. Like you can even like, maybe a little bit similar to Greeks, mountains. That's my image.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, mountain
Is
style.
it very mountainous terrain?
Yeah,
over
the
there?
west
I
is
think
very
so.
mountainous.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, southwest.
South, yeah,
If,
southwest.
if you go to northwest,
It's a
it's
desert,
more like
isn't it?
yeah, it's a desert. Exactly. Oh,
Really?
yeah, you know a lot,
yeah,
huh?
the Silk
That's
Road,
great.
you know, from China to Europe. I know
Mhm.
some things
Yeah.
sometimes.
That makes sense though, because that whole part, I guess, the Middle East and stretching a little bit more into Eurasia. Is that what? Oh no, not Eurasia. But yeah, that part is just all sand dunes. I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it's also really hot. Yeah, people there, the culture there is so different. People say different languages.
But you all use the
Yeah.
same written language. The calligraphy is the same, no?
Oh, I mean, officially, yes, but
Maybe different
like,
there.
if you go to the villages, they're still they actually have their own writing
Oh, okay.
languages as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually totally different. If I go there, I wouldn't understand a single word.
What?
That's how like I would even understand. I can even notice some similarities between Japanese and Chinese, but not theirs.
Hmm.
not from western part of China. It's kind of crazy.
Okay.
I mean, it's all like
Wow.
yeah.
But China, the government, they're trying to like unify it to make it
Yes,
better.
yes, of course. I mean, people there are taking more Chinese classes right now. I mean, even before, if a northern part of Chinese trying to go to Guangzhou, like the southern part, they wouldn't understand the thing anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Really?
It's yeah. I
Why
mean,
not?
Cantonese and Mandarin are not
Cantonese
are not.
Oh,
Intelligible.
so wait.
So
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
Cantonese was concentrated in northern China.
No,
Oh, no,
Cantonese
it's
is
south.
south. You uncultured.
Oh my god. Bro. Wait, but Owen, you speak Mandarin.
yes, I speak Mandarin because I'm actually originally from the middle part of China.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes,
That's true. I remember
yes.
that.
I just didn't learn any of the dialect. It's fault on my part, but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like learning Cantonese is really like learning a new language.
Okay, but
Yeah.
those two languages they share the written language. So if you write something, you both know what it is.
Yeah, yeah, pretty similar. I would say more similarity because, Yeah, on the coast, people interact a little bit more. Yeah, yeah.
That's
And I mean,
just
I
a
mean,
really fascinating how you write the same language but you speak it completely different.
yeah, and I also think that's the reason why
So many
China has
different.
been an integrated country for like thousands of years, and we don't really
What do
go.
you mean by that?
Yes.
Sorry.
So if you look at China, like you'll find, first of all, the language didn't like lose, and also the Han Dynasty just has been there the whole time.
Oh, you mean the language hasn't died out? It's just it's
Yeah.
persisted over the years.
Yes, and
Okay,
also
okay.
also the China has been a more integrated, especially the coast part,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
Although we have tons of wars inside the country, it's still considered a country. It's still considered a single country.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But like if you think about Europe, I think it's a little bit different because we like Europeans have more languages. Even the written ones are totally different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
Europe is like China, but instead of staying together, they all ran away from each other.
Well, actually, that's a great way to put it, dude.
Yeah, that's how I think about it. I'm not sure.
It makes
what's
sense.
your
They
point
all
of view.
spoke
Yeah.
Latin original, and now we have
Mhm.
English, French,
Hey,
German.
listen, bro. Half of Europe was Greek at one time. Relax.
Oh yeah.
Bro, the Byzantine Empire was a thing too.
Byzantine was
Give me some.
Byzantine was okay. 7 out of 10.
When was Alexander the Great alive? He literally
Wasn't he
conquered half
before-
of Europe and half of the Middle East.
Wasn't he before like BC? Wasn't he before in
I don't
ancient
know.
Greece?
I think so.
Mm.
But he was like towards the end of it, but before the Roman Empire.
Okay.
Pretty sure because I think his thing.
He wanted to conquer
collapsed.
India for some reason.
Yeah, he was just like, damn, there's just too much. How will I ever live with this? And then he, I think he died from pneumonia or something. So that's great. This guy literally conquered landmass the size of Russia, or like half of Russia, and then just dies from a rinky-dink little flu.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But what were you saying before, though?
Me?
Yeah, you were saying something.
I was?
Okay. Bro, honestly, I love Chinese culture, man. It's so rich.
I have another
And
question. I have another question.
Oh yeah, go for it.
You know the Ordos city? There's
Which one?
the ghost city in the north where there's
Whoa.
like they make a huge construction project but no one lives there.
In China?
Yeah, in the northern part of China.
Northern part of China. Do you know the city name?
I think it's
Actually-
Ordos, but I'll look it up right now.
Ordos City?
Yeah.
So wait, that's interesting. Wait, something like this you don't know about it?
Ordos
Owen?
city in China.
Oh, and how can you
Because is it because I haven't been back for a year?
no,
No,
yeah,
no, I don't
that's
think so.
true.
I don't think so.
Travel
Ah.
bans and everything.
Yeah.
It's
When did that happen?
when did it happen? I don't know.
Yeah. Like when did you hear about it? When did
Probably
you hear
like
about
8 years ago or 6 years
it? Oh,
ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago, they built a whole construction,
Well,
or they constructed a whole living complex and everything, but no one lives there.
Yeah, like a very like it's able to like house like millions of people, but only like less than
Really?
100,000 are living there.
Oh.
Less than 100?
Ordos.
Is-
It's called Ordos. Where?
How do you
Largest
spell
ghost
it?
city. Ordos Kangbashi is the new city. Where
I love trying to pronounce Chinese
Dude,
names with the European,
Do you
the
want
Romanian
to
accent.
pronounce it? Like no, spell it out.
Ordos. And then it says
Ordos.
Kangbashi district.
Okay. Let me.
Quick side note,
Yeah.
you spelling that out, Alex, reminds me of Boros from One Punch Man.
Ordos?
Boros?
Oh, Boros.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Owen, what did you find, my friend?
interesting. I mean, I think I've heard of this.
Yeah, just
city.
type Ghost City China and you'll find it.
Yeah,
Ghost City?
That's kind of weird. Is it really in north or is it in east?
Like
It's probably north, right?
Yeah, it's northwest. It's not close to the
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. I mean, that part of the world is a little bit different.
Oh.
I've never been there anyway.
Oh, okay. I think it's close to like
Northern China.
Mongolia, like around.
Yeah,
that area.
exactly. That makes sense. I mean, the name sounds similar to that kind of like place as well.
Oh, okay.
Like just
Really?
by what like how it's spelled out. I mean, it's kind of like more towards the northern part of the dialect,
Yeah.
or Mongolian type of dialect.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Chinese are really good
Mongolian
at
steppe.
construction. Like they are so much
They're-
more organized than every other country.
Well, they just have more people, maybe.
I mean, we have a
Yeah,
lot
bro.
of people, but
you want to know something crazy, Alex?
What?
Dude, Chinese people are workaholics, but not healthy like workaholics, like we talked about or several episodes ago.
Oh, that's
It's like
great.
they work 9 to 9,
Great.
not 9 to 5.
Great, we're finally back to the topic about staying alive.
Dude.
If you want to stay alive for a little bit longer time, just don't go to China, all right?
Wow.
to work,
To
to
work,
work.
to
I'm
work.
saying to work. I mean, not. I'm just being a little bit generous, but I'm just talking about like if you're working for the big internet company, internet giants, those companies' work and life balance is pretty shitty, honestly.
Really, the technology is not the best.
Yeah, technology company like I wouldn't name them, but
Yeah, of
you
course.
know all those technology giants and their work-life balance is just awful. It's like we call it 996.
9
It's
to
like
9.
from 9 to 9 for 6 days.
Oh,
Oh yeah, dude, that
Yes.
too. Dude, they work on Saturdays.
Yes.
that's not
Why
funny.
Sunday?
Why am I laughing?
Why not Sunday, huh?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why
Why did
not?
they choose to take Sunday off? Is there some significance behind that?
Not really. It's
So they're
just-
like, oh, we'll give you one day.
Yeah,
one day
they're
of the
only
week.
they're human, Pete. They kind of aren't machines. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but they work them like machines, man. It's crazy.
yeah.
Uh,
How many hours do you think it would? Let's say we wanted to construct a new Stuvie, Owen, right? In the U.S. or no, the data science building. So
Data science
for
building.
people that don't go to BU, all three of us happen to be BU students / alum because Alex is old. But basically, right now they're constructing a new data science and computing center.
where?
Personally, right next to Sargent. But personally,
The
I
parking
think they should name it something different because that's a terrible name. First off, second off, this has been a project for 2 years now, and they just started breaking ground, and they probably won't finish it for another 3 to 5. So that's like the U.S. pace. What do you think? How long would it take back home?
Well, if the government says they want something, probably 6 months to a year.
Yeah, exactly. No, I actually agree
Sheesh.
with that. Or maybe even less if you think about how quick they build the hospital.
Yeah, because Pete, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
yes.
It's because in America the reason it takes so long is because of all this legal nonsense and paperwork.
Yes.
Like they have to
Yes.
get the permits, they have to get the
Yes.
contractors, they have to get the
Yes.
workers.
Yeah,
Whereas in
that's
China,
true.
they just say, okay, here's the company, here's what we want, get to work, snap their fingers, and we're done.
Exactly. No, I actually agree with what you said.
That's why it's a lot
I
more
see you-
organized. I don't know
I
how
think you have a
healthy it
really
is.
deep understanding of how Chinese government work. I don't think it's about like architecture or about engineers. It's just simply about a system.
No, if you're
Yeah.
organized,
Yeah.
like it doesn't take long. But like if there's so much like hurdles you have to go through, you have to waste your time, and like the lawyer's
Yes.
office closes at 2 in the afternoon, and so it's like you have to waste all this time.
Yes, I agree.
I think
It's just the same as building like the high-speed railway in US. It's just the state's law are really different. You can't even have built like a whole system for the whole US.
Yeah.
Like the whole train. Like,
Right.
It's kind of hard, and also the 5G. I talked about it with P last time. So 5G is mainly
Yes.
based on the ground, like the
Cell towers, Alex.
yes, the towers, and it's just taking forever for US to build those kind of things,
Yeah.
right? But for China, it's easy, right? You just simply build tons of towers around the cities or whatever. But like that's why I think Trump is trying to focus on 6G now because
6G.
might be 6G might be on for the satellite, you know. So they're trying to build
Satellite Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I mean, we technically have it
I don't
right
know,
now
yeah.
with our 4G LTE broadband Verizon files.
Yeah, so think that's the root problem. That's the root differentiation.
It's not a
Yeah.
problem. There are.
Yeah. It's not
We're
a
not going to
problem,
go
yeah.
into details, but there's obviously pros and cons to both of them.
Exactly.
In America,
totally
you have all
agree.
these laws for regulation
Mhm.
purposes.
Yes.
In China, you don't really have that, but the work
Yes.
gets done a lot faster and a lot more efficient. So
Mhm,
they're
mhm, mhm.
different. They're not
Yeah,
better
good
or
and
worse.
Bad. Good and bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, where do you sacrifice efficiency for not, I guess, not necessarily not hurting people's feelings, but
Mhm.
I mean, laws exist so that we don't hurt people. That's basically like the biggest
That
reason.
was the original purpose, yes.
Now they exist so that people don't hurt each other simultaneously,
Yeah.
or maybe that's a broad
It's
generalization
not even the
again.
case.
But
Nowadays in America, people are just not obeying the law, period. But that's
well, yeah, because people
Mm.
don't care about not hurting others.
yeah, that's when the police should step in, but that's a topic for another time.
Anyway.
Um,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, I remember Owen mentioned to me maybe a week ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, you had some friends that were, I don't know if it was friends or the person that we teach, but I think it was them that said, there's so many laws in the US, it's stupid.
Oh,
Or was it one of your friends? I forget.
so many laws regarding what?
I think just in general.
In
Like,
general,
they're just laws. Tons of
What's
laws.
the drinking
Uh,
age in China?
18.
18.
But no one follows that anyway.
Well, no one follows it here either. There are 12-year-olds
Yeah,
drinking.
exactly.
But is it a problem in China like it is here?
I don't think.
I haven't seen anyone with fake. So in China, so I don't know.
Fake IDs.
Yeah, that's the first
You
thing.
can't
like,
say the same
yeah.
about the US.
No, but the Chinese are also very good with upholding like laws in relatively.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
and we don't need to go into detail, but I'm pretty sure WeChat and with all the technology, they're very good at surveillance, and I'm sure there
Mhm.
is crime, but I'm only guessing, but I assume the amount of crime is not as bad as in America.
You mean crime in business or crime in?
In like
Like,
society,
hurting
like
people.
yeah, killing
Okay.
people and
Well, the only difference, I guess, is we don't have guns.
yeah, that's true. But we didn't have guns. Wait, no, that's a lie. We always had guns.
Bro, freedom. Freedom prevails.
Yeah,
American Eagle and
Yeah. you just feel a little bit
cheeseburgers.
safer when you are,
Walking.
for
in the
example,
street.
walking on the street at 3 or 4 in the morning. That's the only difference.
I mean,
Damn, that's crazy, man. So China doesn't really have many laws then, in
they
general.
have laws. They're not
They have
they're not the
laws.
West.
No way,
Pete.
really? The Wild West.
Well, people also break laws. I mean, it's just trying to find
That's
loopholes.
human.
Yeah.
It's inherent to human nature.
And something I want to say is China is actually not like that governed by laws. It's more China is more like I actually wrote a paper on that. China is more of personal interaction, more focused on
Yes.
instead of following the law.
This is a
Um,
huge cultural change, Alex. Listen to this.
What is it?
I mean, I can't really remember the word and the specific arguments I have, but I just want to say, like, if you're a friend with someone high up in the government, you basically, you don't have to follow anything.
Yeah, well,
Um,
that's always the case in certain
Yeah.
places.
Actually, yeah, that's a little
We
bit.
don't, we don't
That's
need
like
to, we don't need
wherever
to go
you
into
go.
Yeah,
detail,
yeah.
but like
Yeah.
I don't know if Pete ever told you about me, but
Mhm.
both my parents were Romanian,
Okay.
so they lived during a certain time period also, and that's just some people are born into it and they just have nice
right.
advantages. That's life
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
But you do the best that you can. You don't take it personal and you just work
Yeah.
the best you can.
Exactly. I totally agree. Yeah. That's right.
Wait, so no, but I remember. Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about what the lifestyle and culture is regarding, I guess, people that you know and stuff. Because I remember this one thing you told me that
It's
if
more
you
like
know
a
person,
like
yeah.
acquaintance society. So if you're familiar with someone, like, then it's not like the human interaction is a little bit different. It's all like based on friendship. If you don't know, if that's a stranger, I can be really like rude. I can be like
Yeah.
not like I can be like, it's just like people tend to be a little bit ignorant.
You know, Alex, how like you're walking on the street in the city, for instance,
Yeah.
and someone you don't know just comes up to you, or you'll just like walk past them, and you're not necessarily being rude, but you're not being nice by saying no thanks or whatever. You're just gonna ignore them, type of thing. That's normal in the U.S., for instance,
Yeah.
at least on the East
And
Coast,
in
'cause
China?
and in China apparently it's just more that times 10 type of thing.
Well, I mean, that's just California now, isn't it?
No, dude. In California, people are a lot more laid back and easygoing about
Oh,
stuff like
Pete,
that.
Pete, you haven't been there recently then.
Oh,
My good
well,
man.
maybe I should bring a Californian on. I have just the person. You know what I'm talking about, Owen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
But wait, so tell me a little bit more about it, Owen, because I know that you said that, like, for instance, if you were to go sit down at a restaurant, for instance, and you don't know someone there, the odds that they'll be nice to you at the restaurant are just like
Really low, extremely low.
I have a
like
story.
the customer service and stuff.
I have a
Yeah.
story.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Me and my friend, like a few years ago, we went to the city, and for some reason, my friend was hell bent on eating authentic Chinese food. So we spent
Okay.
like
what
an
type of food
hour
was it?
finding a restaurant, like a Chinese restaurant, and we
Hot pot?
we went to the restaurant. It was rated high. It was nice. We were dressed nice. It wasn't like we were like looking homeless or going to the club, and they just treated us not rude per se, but the service towards us versus everyone else was very different. Like everyone else was Asian, except
Ah.
us. And here's a perfect, like, for example, we asked them how long is the wait, and they said, it's like 5 hours, right? And it was like, oh, okay.
Oh
And then
my
we were
God.
like, as soon as we were leaving, we see like 3 like tables open. We're like, what's that over there? And it's like, oh, it's reservation. It's like, well, when's the reservation? It's like, oh, in 10 minutes. It's like, oh, let's wait 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. And it's like half an hour later, still no one's coming, and we're like, hey, it's still open. Can we come in? And they finally they said, okay, we can come in. And then the funniest thing was the scene where the moment when they brought the drinks out and they had the straws, and you know how there's like paper around the straw. They forgot to take the paper out. They just put the straw in the drink without taking the paper off.
Okay.
And that's just like, and when we were like almost done eating, they were like, can you leave? Or not, they didn't say can we leave, but they were like asking us, they were like hinting at that we should like quickly get out. And it was just, I was like looking around to see if they were doing that to any of the other people, and
Okay.
it wasn't happening. And I was like wondering, maybe maybe it's just because we're not Chinese.
It's racial profiling, bro.
Well,
It's not racial
yeah.
profiling. I think they just thought we were a bunch of idiot kids like who weren't gonna like eat the real food.
Actually, that's interesting because I noticed a difference here. Is if you are in U.S., the Chinese tend to be more familiar, like more nice to each other. But if you are in China,
They treat the
and
tourists.
if you go to, yeah, they would treat you like, especially before maybe like a few years ago, it would be even more. It's like they would be curious because there's not that much foreigners in China,
Yeah.
and they would treat you really nice. It's always different.
Yeah.
But it's a difference of good, or it's it's either good or it's like a little bit.
Wait, that's interesting. Why do? Oh, actually, no. It makes sense though, because I noticed that also a lot of
Every country.
Chinese students here
Yeah.
in the U.S. they
Yeah.
everybody knows each other, bro. Like I'm telling you, when I first met Owen freshman year, this guy had already 200 contacts on his phone after a week. Like and we're like, yo, where did you meet all these people? He's like, oh yeah, Chinese people connect.
No,
I was like,
like-
what do you mean, bro?
And Owen can correct me if I'm stepping out of line by saying this, but
No.
Over the years, in high school and throughout all of college, and looking it up as well as the Chinese history, it always looks like for the Chinese and the Asians, they value like community and working together, whereas in
yes.
Europe and America especially,
Yeah,
we
it's all
usually
about
value
individuals.
the individual. Like
Yes.
I am smart,
Exactly.
but in China
Yes.
it's more like we are smart. And
Yes.
I'm not saying there's no
I agree.
competition, but there's a lot more willingness to like work together than with
Yes.
like Europeans.
Yes, we're more of group animals.
Yeah.
It's a difference between lions
I
and
like
tigers.
that you said animals.
Right, it's lions and tigers
Mm.
kind of difference.
And
right?
bears, oh my.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a Wizard of Oz reference. Owen, I don't know if you know that. That's an American movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's how I think about it too. Chinese people do tend to be in the group, especially when they're out there. When they're not in their country.
it's groupthink, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's a sheep. Start being
No,
yourself.
no,
Yeah.
Pete, this is different than that. They're
I'm
not
joking,
sheep.
I'm joking, I'm joking. Don't
Yeah.
be a sheep.
Okay. And I always thought,
I think that's what you. That's actually one of the key or root difference between cultures as well. Yeah.
yeah.
I think you summarize it really well.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I remember when I was in dining hall, because all the Chinese are together, I have friends with Chinese. They don't really have a lot of U.S.
Mhm.
friends, even though they are studying U.S.
No, it's
studying
easier
here.
to
Yeah, exactly. So when I was eating dining hall, like a lot of people, like a lot of my Chinese friends, at the first, like they told me like the first look they the first time they see me, they always think that I'm actually ABC, like American born Chinese. Like I was like, just because I'm always with Peter, I'm always with teammates, I'm always with a bunch of
other people.
Not Chinese, so they tend to think that way. I mean, yeah, I think that makes sense. That's fair. I mean, I don't care that much about it anyway. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pete, do you have anything you want to say
About what?
about anything?
About anything. Well, like I said, dude, I'm freaking fascinated by Chinese culture. I mean, it also happens because I just lived with Owen for 2 years. I mean, I'm practically living with him now, but not really. It's a little weird, but I've been at his place more than anyone else's place. I think.
Let's go back to the topic, staying alive.
No, what I really, really want to know is, what do you think are the biggest differences, Owen, between Chinese culture, at least back in China, and Chinese culture over here? And then, like, that's one thing. We'll start with that, but we're going to do Chinese and American as well.
I think...
So, like, we talked about how people treat each other.
Yes.
In China versus over here. That's one difference between China there, China here, for instance.
Well, let's say, I would say the Chinese community back home is more ignorant to each other.
Really?
But here would be, if you're Chinese, like, again,
Everyone loves each other.
loves each other.
Wow.
Most of the time.
Yeah, like I said, that's something I noticed. Like, every Chinese student, I feel like they all know each other in some way, shape, or form. Even if
Yeah.
it's 5 friends removed,
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah. It's well connected here. But back in China, maybe not that, because they don't need each other that much. They each have their own friends, and so it's not going to interact.
No, but that
much.
makes
That's how I
makes
think about it.
relative sense because in China everyone is Chinese. You are the majority.
Mhm.
You're
Of course.
literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas in America that's not the
Yeah.
case, and it's easier to get
Mhm.
interact with people of your own country. Like my family knows a
Exactly.
lot of Romanians where we live. It's because it's easier.
We
Mhm.
just like to be around people that are the same as us.
Same.
No, because it's
Like
the
party
easiest.
theory or whatever.
Because it's like, because it's one layer of similarity.
Because we're tribal, bro. Because we're tribal.
And also
Animals.
easier
Yeah,
to
that's
communicate,
mainly it.
language
It's like
barriers. Yeah.
we have one similarity with each other, so we have
Mhm.
something to talk
Yeah.
about. Like, yeah,
Exactly. Cultural similarities.
it's all about
yeah,
staying alive.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so that's China back in China, China here.
Mhm.
Now, we talked a little bit about what is Chinese culture. You said people think we are, or you guys both talked about this, but
Mhm.
Chinese people like to do things as a group and
Yeah.
more collectively. But in
Mhm.
the U.S., everything is super individualistic.
Yep.
And so I guess, yeah, Eastern culture versus Western culture. What do you think? Aside from that, or if you want to expand on that, what are your thoughts?
So other than the group factors and the individual.
Yeah, other than do you think, or rather, do you think that's just what takes, or that's what determines basically most of behavior between Eastern and Western cultures?
I would say it takes a lot. Like it's changing a lot, but there are definitely some more. I'm not the
Behavioral scientist
yeah. I'm
to
not
answer
like
such a
yeah.
question.
But then I because if that's my dad here, he would be talking about this for days.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
he actually read a lot about this recently. He was trying to tell me a little bit about it. There are some books trying to analyze each country, the how it grows, the pros and cons of it. I can't remember the book. I can find a name. I think it's a really good one. It's I can find a name and have you guys put a name down. So that
Nice.
would be great.
Yes, thank you.
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
Yeah.
Your dad's an interesting character. Owen's dad is very
You
interesting,
spoke with him?
Alex. Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
He's he's a great person. No, he's oh, first of all, Owen is like, for people that don't know Alex or Owen, which basically no one
I
does,
know
but
myself.
they're the nicest, like super, it's they're so nice that it's weird, guys. I'm telling you, like if you were to ever meet either of these two people on the street, they'll literally kill you with their kindness. I'm telling you, it's freaky. It's actually no. You would be, if you're a normal person like I'm not normal. But if you're a normal person and you see them, then you should be suspicious of them. Like, I'm telling you, dude, it's weird.
Fake
Bro,
politeness.
here our no,
Fake
it's not
politeness.
fake. Here's my favorite story of Owen, that or one of my favorite stories. When we were freshmen, we were playing some invite, because Owen and I are teammates, by the way, if you didn't infer that. But we were playing some little invite in the fall season, and I think Owen was playing some dude, and Owen was wiping the floor with this guy. It was sad. I won't say school or name of the kid, but it was it was fun for us, but not fun for the other kid. But I think the funniest part in tennis, like when you're playing, you are in your zone and you don't get out of it. You don't want to talk or interact with anybody. You need to stay focused, you know? It's just that's the kind of the norm in the sport. But we were cheering for Owen, right? And then we're like going crazy or whatever. And then Owen, after he wins a point, like we start cheering and everything. And Owen is just thanking us for cheering for him. Like we'll say like, let's go, Owen, good job, baby. Come on, keep it going. And he'll be like, thanks, guys. Which literally, like, if you watch sports, you don't thank people that cheer for you. You just take it, you let it boost your confidence, and you keep going. But in case, yeah. So that's the type of Owen person is. No, that's the type of person Owen is. I mean, it's really, he's too nice. It's freaky. It's weird, and you should definitely be cautious around him.
Alright.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
yeah, man, Chinese culture is crazy. Food is great. I really want to visit China.
Yeah.
I was supposedly gonna get a free plane ticket to China from Owen if I would get a 4.0 GPA a couple semesters ago. Needless to say, that never happened.
Is that real, Owen? You said get a 4.0 and I'll take you.
No, I said like if Pete got 4.0, I'm gonna buy
Why?
plane tickets back and forth to China. But we know it's not gonna happen. So.
Oh, that
Got him.
is... Yo, that's... Damn.
At least he was working
That's
hard. Though.
I was working.
That is
Hey, man.
true.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work is
That's
the
right.
motto. But okay, I think we've definitely talked a lot about Chinese culture.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
no.
it. Did you enjoy it?
So,
Owen?
Owen, how's life been in Boston University?
Oh yeah, as I said, stay
Yeah.
alive. Really, what I don't expect more. So I would say yeah, I got survived, and really looking forward to the semester. So yeah,
All right.
um, that's
Such a positive outlook, Owen. We
Love
love
to see that.
We love to hear that. All of it. That is the purpose here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you being in another country all alone
Mhm.
is, I mean, it's commendable. Like the whole thing that a lot of immigrants and students from international backgrounds they go through right now is like similar to Owen's case, and I think it's, it's if you don't have a positive outlook on it, if you don't have a positive outlook to try to make something happen for yourself, because you're not home, you're literally, it's core individualism right now. You have to fend for yourself, survive, stay alive, like Owen said.
Yeah, stay alive,
Being
stay
alive.
positive. Yeah, and
It's
also
because otherwise,
yeah,
it's tough, man.
yeah,
Like my dad, he emigrated to the U.S. with literally nothing, and he had to make it for himself, and gave me the unbelievable opportunities that I have. No, but I'm not even trying to be sarcastic or funny. It's like I'm so grateful for what he's given me. So like,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
we all
what I
had
can
this
do.
kind of. I think I'm able to like sing about it in that way. Also because what my dad has been telling me, he kind of not like immigrate from country to another country, but immigrate from the middle part of China to southern part of China.
Which is
It's
almost
also-
like a different country anyway.
It
So.
was kind of different at that time. And the thing is, he was really poor at that time. He gave up an opportunity to study in the best university in China because his family is not able to support him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you told me this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He only has like I don't know $100 at that time. So he just simply have $100 cash in his pocket and going to Guangzhou, and yeah, now he's able to have his own business. He's really respect him that way. He also have to pay for his whole family, and I don't have to worry about it. So sometimes if you're trying to compare it with the previous generation or to other friends, you're able to see like you're already in a really good situation and just work hard.
Yeah.
Just put it down.
That's why.
Put your head
That's
down,
like the
yeah.
trump card for entitlement nowadays. Like, you see the stuff that some kids' parents have gone through, like, and you feel like you have it so hard or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, just your parents really.
Exactly.
I mean, this is to all the fellow Gen Zers, and well, Alex considers himself a millennial, so
I think millennial is a horrible definition. I think
you're a
I think
horrible definition,
millennial. I
Alex.
think
But anyways,
millennial should be people born in
we,
the 2000s. That makes the most sense.
okay, that's great. Oh, we have friends playing music on
It's
the
okay.
outside,
It's okay.
but
to celebrate the successful
whatever.
topics of this
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah. So my point is, like, no matter what, wherever you are, if you're far from home or if you're close to home, like there's a lot of stuff I feel that you can always be grateful for. I mean, like we talked about, being alive is it's a lot of stuff. There's life is treacherous and amazing at the same time, and sometimes if you have to go through a lot, it's for a good reason.
Absolutely.
Sometimes no, but sometimes yes.
I mean,
Alex.
your life is the
thoughts?
only one you have. You have so much
Yep.
time. You have so much to live for, and there's no need to be negative. There's no need to feel bad. There's no need to like feel bad for yourself. Life might not go well. There might be
Exactly.
problems. Things might go bad for you, but getting upset will not solve the problem. All you can do is just
Yeah.
get up, wipe the dust off your pants, and just say, all right, time to move on, time to do the next thing and do my best. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. No need to compare with anyone else. Exactly. Yeah.
Just be great. All right, be great. And what else? What else, Alex? Oh wait, Owen.
Sorry?
Owen.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Pete.
The magic words.
When we're in
Say
the
'em.
process of achieving greatness, it is always important to.
Stay positive.
That's right.
Oh yeah, baby.
So-
Successful podcast.
See you later, folks.